What's going on, sauce makers? My name is Mark and welcome to Sauce Stache. Today, you and I are going to be making something pretty fun. We're making Dragon's Beard cotton candy. Now, Dragon's Beard cotton candy actually uses an ancient Chinese technique to make this really fine hand-pulled cotton candy. It's really neat. I've been thinking about doing this one for a while because a bunch of really cool YouTubers have already done it. I saw Eater do it, and then I saw Threadbanger, Corinne from Threadbanger, she did it, and I thought it looked like a lot of fun. But then my friends at Healthy Junk Food did it, and then David Seymour just did it. I still wasn't gonna do it, and then I got asked to make Dragon's Beard cotton candy, so I might as well do it. So let's try this out. So again, like I said, I'm using the technique that I found in the video Eater. I'll link that video below. But this is it. All you need is 1,000 grams of sugar, 100 grams of corn syrup, 1 teaspoon of white vinegar, and 2 cups of plain water. And then in your plain water, I'm gonna use some food coloring. I have some red food dye. You can use whatever color you like. So we're gonna put everything into a saucepan. I'm gonna be mixing the food coloring into the water before I pour it into the saucepan. According to Eater, you can't stir the sugar once it's in the saucepan, otherwise you have a chance of forming crystals. If you form crystals, you can't pull the cotton candy. It's not stretchy, it's breaky. So I'm gonna use 5 drops of food dye. I'm actually gonna go for a 6 drop because I feel like theirs was a little light. I'm just gonna stir this into the water first. We're gonna add this to the mix, and then our vinegar. So we're gonna get this started. Set it to about a medium, and then we need to get the temperature up to 171 degrees. We have a few more steps in the process, but let's just get this going. So we're almost up to 220 degrees. Once we get to 220 degrees, that's when a lot of the water is gonna be evaporated out. It's gonna have a little bit of a standoff. From what I understand, 222. It's definitely slowed down. Okay, so we've passed the 220 degree mark. We're now at about 224. It's starting to come up the temperature. You're gonna see some crystals forming around the outside. These are like humidity crystals. We wanna take a wet brush and we're going to gently remove them. We don't want them in there. So it's still going, just a little bit longer. Okay, so we're at 267 degrees. We're only 1 degree away, and then we're at 268 degrees. So at 268 degrees, we're gonna kill it, take it completely off the heat. It should continue to 269, 270 degree mark. So we're gonna let this just sit off of the heat. We're not gonna touch it. Again, we don't wanna stir it. We wanna let all of the air kind of release, and you're gonna see the air bubbles come up. Okay, so I have some of these soup containers from, takeout soup containers. Okay, so I'm gonna take this stuff here and gently pour this mixture into my containers. And then now we're gonna let these guys set up for about a few hours. Just let them kind of rest. Don't touch them. 2-3 hours. They should be hard enough to work with. And we're gonna see if we can make some Dragon's Beard cotton candy. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see if I can get it. Gotta take this to get this sugar out of here. This is gonna be a hell of a cleaning job. Okay, so it's officially the next day, and the reason why it's the next day, because I let these sit for a little bit, let them set up, and then when I came back, they crystallized. So what we're gonna try to do is remelt them, bring them back up the temperature, and then back down. I'm not gonna add anything else. I'm just gonna see if we can get it back up to melting, boiling temperature. So I'm gonna say from the looks of this melted disaster, that's not gonna work. So let's just try again. Okay, so that was a whole bunch of sugar that went in the trash. So let's get this one going. We're gonna just start over. It's time to make it a little different. I'm gonna go with yellow. Throw this guy in here. Then we're gonna turn our heat onto a medium and get this sucker up to 170 degrees, 171. Okay, so we're at 265. At 268, we're gonna cut it off just like last night. I honestly don't know what happened. From what I'm reading, there's a lot of different things that can trigger crystallization. We're gonna try to avoid all of them. So we're at 268, it's off. 270, dead on, we're good. Now it should start to calm down. We're gonna let this get to about 212 degrees. That's when we're gonna put it in our plastic containers again. Okay, so we're at about 212 degrees. We're already starting to get crystallization, which is driving me a little berserk because I have no idea why. Okay, so it's been almost 2 hours and these are starting to crystallize again. There's a little bit of crystallization in there. So I'm gonna try to pull it while it's kind of soft. I'm gonna do it this way. And I watched a bunch of videos. A lot of people are doing it with cornstarch, but from the looks of it, you can also do it with rice flour. Let's try to stay a little authentic. Let's just see. So I know this is still pretty soft, but we're gonna try. Let's see if we can make this donut. So right off the bat, that's a success. There's our donut. And then we just gotta kind of just work around evenly. I mean, so far it's actually going pretty well. I mean, I'm happy with this. And I'm already getting some thin spots and some thick spots, so I wanna take care of that right now. So I think the key then is to fold it over so there's 2. And we're already getting uneven. This is actually working faster than I thought. Okay, so that's 2, that's 4. And then 8. Look at that. 8 strands, so 16 strands. And some of these are really thin, that's not good, okay. My hands are starting to hurt, I'll tell you that. 16, so 32. Happy with that. Oh, looks like we got a broken one already, that's okay, let's just keep them going. 64. So we got 2 that are broken. Let's see if I can kind of just push them together. This is tough. God, this is tough. We're just gonna remove this guy here. Don't want him anymore. It's starting to get kind of hard, like the candy's getting hard and getting a little bit more brittle, and it's more and more breaking. So we got 128. And now I'm starting to get covered. Now I'm making a mess. 256. 512. Seems like this is the best technique. One hand under, the overhand over. Use your fingers as kind of like a cantilever. Okay, so 512. We're at 1,024 strands. 2,048. No, I think this is 4,056. Just buy a cotton candy maker. 8,112. I can't remember how far you're supposed to go. 16,000 strands. 16,000, and then 32,000. I don't know, I think I'm pretty happy with this. I think that's Dragon's Beard cotton candy. That's what I'm thinking. The Dragon's Beard, this is it. So let's give it a try. I mean, it's just like this brittle, stringy, I don't think it's like cotton candy. It kind of has that taste. I feel like, this is how you have to do it. It's not that good. Well, that's what I got, sauce makers. I made it. Dragon's Beard cotton candy. This wasn't easy, and it was insanely frustrating. Buy a cotton candy machine. They're like 30 bucks. It does taste good. I mean, it's an interesting candy. It kind of just gums up once it goes in your mouth. You gotta do little things at a time. But then it does kind of taste like cotton candy. That's what I got. I hope you guys like this one. Don't try this at home. It's really, I don't know why this is an internet trend. I really don't. If you guys like this one, please click the like button and leave a comment down below. Are you gonna attempt to make this crazy mess? And if you're new here, please click the subscribe button and click the little bell so that way you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you do decide to make this, make sure you find me on social media. I'm Sauce Stache everywhere, except on Instagram. I'm the Sauce Stache guy. Send me a picture. I would love to see your Dragon's Beard. Did you get the 64,000 or whatever I did? I'm gonna have to make sure when I edit this that I check how legit that is. I gotta clean this up so I don't get ants. Oh my gosh, what a mess.